To what extent have you gone in a truth or dare game? We, a group of good friends of 5 consisting of 3 females and us 2 males, had a game night with classic quiz and card games plus drinks of course. It was a light affair with reasonable alcohol consumption since we are in our mid-20s. Then suddenly my buddy pulled out some vodka and made all of us drink shots in quickfire mode. One of the girls insisted on playing truth and dare. It ended up in us stripping our clothes, giving lap dances to each other, ass spanking and some making out. A real passionate night between friends. Our little secret I was dared to flick my stale cafeteria bread at our principal with a spork. I was mad about it being stale so I did lol. This was about 15 years ago. A girl dared me to take my clothes off. So I did. I dared her to take her clothes off. So she did. My friend dared us to kiss, which just led to us having sex on the floor of the host's bedroom. Your friend is a great wingman. I challenged a teacher to a rap battle on a dare and it was amazing. Edit. Yes, I won. By a lot. Went tip to tip with another dude on a trade dare to see 2 girls scissor. I was about 16-17 YO and totally worth it. Those girls got scammed. Everyone knows scissoring is equal to docking. In middle school my brother and I were dared to jump down a flight of stairs. It was about 9 or 10 steps and we had seen it done before and thought it wasn't a big deal. I went first and landed pretty hard but nothing serious. And my brother jumped, he landed wrong and dislocated his ankle and messed up his arm pretty badly. To this day he can actually pop his ankle in and out of its socket without feeling pain. It looks disgusting and freaks people out though. I cringe when people ask him if he can do any cool party tricks. Admitting to my GF at the time that I had previously slept with not 1 but 2 of the girls also playing. Before dating her, for your information. The furthest is probably the typical casual hookup in college that resulted from a truth followed by a dare from one of our mutual friends. Great woman. Decent chemistry. Just wasn't the right time for either of us. An LSX with a really cute and really crazy redhead. No regrets. Bro, I need to play truth or dare with your friends. I have to. Sully. Had my first gay hookup with a dude in high school by getting dared to let him suck me off to completion. Which I did. Non-Ezel. I got dared to throw a cinder block off a busy interstate overpass, which I immediately refused because I don't want to ducking kill or seriously injure anyone. So that was replaced with shoot a bottle rocket out of your asshole, which I did. Luckily it actually shot off instead of staying and burning me. You did a good thing refusing to throw the cinder block. To kiss a co-worker who I fancied. We have been dating about 1/2 years now. I dared a girl to make out her choice of 2 girls. She made the decision and said both. Drank 4 all eggs. And mixed. From a glass. That was some big gulps for a 12-year-old girl. A colleague of mine took a dare while camping with friends and was told to walk his way naked through the bushes known to have fire ants among them. Drinking my sister's pee. Bear Grylls has entered the chat. I got my nipples pierced. I also proved that place does not card flirty girls. Blowjob. Just a casual blowjob in a closet. As opposed to a formal blowjob. The most fun one might be streaking trough a park full of people. Not me. But I know a man that won a stealing dare. With the goal to steal the biggest thing possible. One guy stole a fridge full of ice cream and the guy that won stole a forklift and a small aluminum store. They have them in my country and they are near bus stations. This guy effectively stole half of a bus station. Both returned things back the next day. How TF do you steal half a bus stop? I was once dared to dump my GF. I did. Girl was dared to give me a blowjob. Told we could go do it in a large closet and I told her it was cool. She told me no. She'd set it up. Would have ducked me. But was on her period. Dated almost a year before she left for college. Not all that exciting. But at a big in the woods bonfire drinking party with 30-ish people I was dared to strip till I was completely nude. Everyone was standing. So everyone had full view. It takes a bit of liquid courage. NGL. My dadders thought that it was a good idea to take a dare of streaking across the school football field without taking notice of the security cameras. Long story short, I got suspended for a week. Once when I was a teenager I was dared to urinate in the middle of the road. It was the middle of winter and there was about 4 of snow and of course my bladder decided to be shy. I thought my lady bits would freeze off. But a dare's a dare. In 6th grade, I played this with some kids I didn't know very well. Naturally I was dared to go home and so I ducked off. I think I have led the tamest possible life. I had to drink 10 glasses of water on a dare and in truth tell everyone who was the one person I would hate duck. Licked chocolate syrup off another dude's chest. Worth it. Because soon after 2 of the girls flashed their tits for us. One of the girls was my at the time GF. Whose tits I'd seen plenty of times. And yet for some reason I still focused on hers instead of the other girls. Achievement unlocked. Put it inside for 3 minutes without thrusting. The only way I can last 3 minutes. Edit. I guess thanks for all the upvotes and award. Was playing truth or dare with friends freshman year of high school and they dared this girl to give me a handy. I never even kissed a girl before this and it was super awkward for me. Tea was life changing at the time though. Mine isn't bad or dangerous, it's just stupid. Doing a game of drunk T or D. I was pissed off my head. Not blackout drunk. Mind you, but still pretty ducked up. I could remember the previous day but I didn't want to. Normally I'm really good with tongue twisters. My favorite one is I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pheasant plucker's son. I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucking's done. My friends dared me to do this while I was surfaced and told me I could only stop once I did it all the way through. Boy did they regret it. 2.5 hours of me I'm not a pleasant fucker I'm not, and repeating that over and over. They had enough of me doing it and was yelling at me to stop. Drunk me did not listen. We were playing skeletons in the closet. Not truth or dare. So each of us took a turn getting asked questions from every other player. I got asked what's the most embarrassing question we could ask you? Which is a very evil thing to ask in that situation. I replied, what's my nickname for my girlfriend? Asterisk. And then the next player asked exactly that. Straight male. For reference. Got a few here. Had to lick the bottom of my Sasquatch of a friend's gross foot after he worked a long day. Did a shot out of another guy's belly button. Got dared to kiss everyone at a party by the girl I was crushing on at that. Was a pretty mixed group that included just about everyone, combination of sex and sexuality you can think of. So that was neat. The worst one though? Holding a bare stick of butter for 5 minutes straight. God, that was agony. Well, I had something shoved up my ass, so you tell me. Ended up married. Should have gone with truth. I was in a half-built house and we used to play this all the time, me, a buddy and this girl. We both had our turns each day, if you know what I mean. He dared us to 69 on the concrete basement floor. While we were going at it, and I'm actually busting the people that were building the house, and the contractor walked right in to see me and her 69 while my buddy was playing himself on the staircase. We all jumped up to the lady's screams. Smashed out clothes on and ran outside into the woods. Was dared to put friend's nutsock in my mouth. To this day I have never tasted something more revolting. The single. Only time I was invited to play that game I was the only one not drunk. Since I could not drink alcohol at that time due to my medication. Heavy opiates for a broken ankle. I always chose truth. And answered all questions with total honesty. Scaring even the most drunk of my friends. I have nothing to hide and no shame. The only dare was to go to the toilet with an empty beer bottle and bring it back full and with the exterior dry. It took some time with my crutches. But I did. Lifted the lid of the toilet's tank and filled it with water. Dried with TP. Flushed the evidence. They all thought I would pee in it. Because of the previous no shame answers. Dare. I got dared to give a dude a wet willy. It didn't end well for me. Truth. Dress as girl. I was at a slumber party and someone dared me to kill this guy who was snoring too loud and well. A dare is a dare. My classmate walked up to me and grabbed my ass. She looked me dead in the eyes. And caressed my ass. I don't know if it was a dare or not. But I'm too scared to ask. Someone once dared me to stab them with a pencil. No hesitation. So I stabbed him with my pencil. No hesitation. Broke skin. But didn't cause much damage. So you ain't John Wick. Ended up giving a blowy in front of our friends. To a one-handed guy named Lefty off of a dare. I get overly competitive. Okay. But which hand was he missing? Some chick dared me to suck some dude's toes and I obliged. Later I had her gagging on mine. Overall it was an alright night. Ow. Big guy your toes? Was dared to kiss my best friend. Also a guy. We did. And the crowd went wild. They wanted us to strip each other naked. Jokes on them though. We'd been friends so long I had seen him naked more times than I could count. In the locker rooms and during group sex. Boy that escalated quickly. Gave my boyfriend a lap dance to Old Town Road in front of my friends. Lost my virginity to my neighbor on a dare. I'd say that's pretty far into crazy territory. Edit. Her name was Tara. And I was so smitten by her. If you must know. I have zero regrets. She grew up to be a beautiful woman and has a loving husband and 3 children. Life is beautiful. I was once dared to eat out my best friend in front of the group. I was 17 and she was 18. And I was also dared to suck this guy's DCK. He was also 17. I was also dared to stick my DCK in a mousetrap but I said no. Some other guy did it though. Did the mousetrap get him? Kiss my crush or kiss a tree. I lived in a different town but now I go to the same school as her and I'm sure she doesn't know it was me. Dared to go into bathroom with hot girl. Most people playing were already partially undressed. For 5 minutes. We did not emerge from bathroom for over an hour. You guys had Taco Bell too? In our early 20s. My friends and I dared a sort of fall guy in our group to tea on the balcony of the room we were hanging in. And spray painted gold. We had done an art project earlier in the afternoon. He asked for privacy so we closed the DRPs. But peeked through watching him pace back and forth. Assessing the situation. And deciding if he was going to follow through. He did it. Guy who owned the house was not happy that in order to dispose of it. The recipient of the day had to transport it on a flattened cardboard box through to the house to the trash outside. Rode across a lake naked at night. Edit. Didn't realize this would get this many likes. During the expedition some random campers saw a white thing floating across the lake and shined a flashlight on me. They busted up laughing. I hid at the bottom of the canoe until they turned their light off. Did the mosquitoes dare you? Two extreme opposites that stand out are full sex, roly-poly down some stairs. The duality of man. I don't even know why I bother opening these threads. I'm just reminded of how boring my high school days were. A girl was dared to kiss me and she cried and stopped playing. Rip confidence about myself, she asked for another. And said I was the ugliest one in all the city. Whisper to yourself but loud enough for people to hear you. I jumped over a snowball and broke my nose. I dared my friend to pull out her tit and lick her nipple in front of like 15 of us. She did. And it wasn't even a quick one. She legit licked her nipple for like 10 seconds. This was at our prom after party like 18 years ago. A good friend dared me to kiss a girl I liked on the cheek. She and I have been married 10 years. I got a hand job from a girl. Made out with a girl. So apparently everyone else's truth or dare games consist of sexual intercourse. I dare you to duck me, okay? WTF kinda teen dramas you're living in? Edit. The 18th of November. He cheated on me while I'm deployed, so it's over. Duck. I have kissed a wall. Did the wall kiss you back? Put my DCK in a cantaloupe in front of girls. Should have microwaved it for warmth first. Okay. Whose melon is next?